Stop using the breakup card. I've been there. I have used it, and I am here to tell you that it's not nice. Stop playing the breakup card. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifeolu Akifeli. If you are new here, thank you for coming. Where in the world have you been all this while? I've been expecting you. I've been waiting for you. Thank you so much for coming. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so that you can know when new videos are up. Also, give this video a like and comment and share with your friend. So in my last video, I answered some questions about how to know if you are falling in love, and I said I was going to do it in two parts, and now you're watching the part 2. So this video, I have more real life questions to answer. So if you haven't watched my part 1, I think you should watch it here before you watch this one. Very important. So once you are done watching that one, you can now watch this so that you can get the foundation of what we've been speaking about, and you can get the whole picture very well. Today the questions and answers continue, so I want you to just stay with me even as we give answers to some real life questions. Okay, there's a question here which says that why do people fall out of love? So I'd like to answer that by saying that the number one reason why people fall out of love is self-deceit. The self-deceit, or let me just say the expectation that this person you're about to fall in love with, or this person that you are falling in love with, will remain the same way that they are. No, that's not going to be true. This person's physical feature that you like will not remain the same. Some of this person's charisma and all that you like will not remain the same. Okay, let's cite for example. Okay, let's say when you met this guy, he was a remote worker and he has more time to call you. He has free time. He work remotely, and he work most times in the middle of the night. So during the day, he can call you. You guys can go out. You can do things together. And something just happened. Things changed. He got a job and he had to be at work 7 to 7. You have to know that things have already changed in the relationship, and the demands also will have to change. He won't call you as frequent as he does. You won't go out as frequent as you used to. So now having that mindset that the same way and the demands and the expectations you've been giving him in the past is still what you want to demand from him again in this present moment. That's not realistic, and that's self-deceit, and it's one of the things that makes people to fall out of love. And also for physical feature, let's say you met this lady, she was slim, or you met this guy, he was well built, and things happen, people change. At times even some health issues that makes people to change physically and stuff like that, or something just happened and you just feel like whatever thing that happened, I'm going to love this guy. So another way that make people fall out of love is still under the self-deceit that you can accept the person the way they are. So when you sabotage your true desire for immediate euphoria, you know that you really do not like this kind of person that does things this way, but the feelings, the everything, the mushy is just there, and you're just like, maybe it doesn't really matter. My dear, it does. And it's one of the things that before you know it, reality sets in. You face real life situations, and before you know it, gradually the graph is going downwards and things are declining. So that's one of the reasons why people fall out of love. Another reason why people fall out of love is commitment. I need you to know that relationship requires commitment. If you want to keep falling in love with this person, number one, you have to be committed to fueling the love. What does this person love? You have to keep putting the fuel in the fire of the love. The fire must not go down. And I also want to say this, that let's say the fact that you want to be committed in your relationship, please, relationship is a time to love intelligently. You date intelligently. Let's say it's a marriage now. I know that in marriage you date blindly, you love blindly, except it is now claiming your mental health and your life is now a threat and all like that. But if that's not the case, that's nothing to do with your life, your mental health, and everything is fine. You don't have a choice again. You have to love blindly. During the relationship, you have to love intelligently. If one and two is not adding up to be 3, then you know that something is wrong somewhere. You want to put your shoes together, it's under your armpit, and run for your life. So if your commitment for a relationship has reduced and you're not falling in love, is one of the reasons why you will fall out of love. Then the last one I'd like to mention is distraction. The truth of the matter is, at one point or the other in our lives, we experience distraction in terms of work, in terms of people, in terms of circumstances that happens, and If you do not know how to go about things in this season, downward slope again, you're going down. So it's very important for you that you know how to manage distractions very well. So even when they come and you have no choice, you have no power over them, then you must have the skill of managing that distraction very well. If not, when distractions are not properly handled, you are going to fall out of love with your partner. Okay, so now we have real life questions that I would like to answer. And the first one is, I'm feeling like I'm falling out of love with someone I've been with for 2 years who has made my life so much better. What do I do? Is there any way to fix my situation? In person, I discussed how to fix a relationship when you're falling out of love. So I said, yes, if this person is willing to work things out with you, why not? You can fix the relationship. But if this person is not willing, do not force it. And how do you fix your situation? Trace the source of the issue, understand what is really wrong. When you trace it, then you confront it physically. How do you go about things? If it's a case of changing some habits and replacing it with some, you do that. If it's a case of destroying some habits completely and doing away with it, you do that. Then with that, you'll be fine. The relationship will be fixed. Okay, here's another question. Too much fighting in my relationship is wearing me down emotionally and making me consider leaving, but I can't imagine finding someone with all our good qualities and I love her. One thing you have to be sure of when you're fighting over matter is you have to be sure that you're doing things the right way. Identify the causes of your previous issues. We fought about this, why? We fought about this, why? So when you have identified those issues, it is very important for you to identify any issue to be able to solve the problem. So once you have identified it and you see that okay, we have um our temperaments are different. And I remember this is actually one of the issues I had once had with my husband. When my husband is always complaining that I don't always want to go out, even when he's willing to take me out, let's go on a date and stuff like that. I'm saying, oh, I'm not going. Oh, I'm looking for one excuse or the other, and it's not always a nice thing. So you want to identify the cause of the issue. If it's a temperament issue, then you want to sit down and understand your temperament and know how to manipulate things to suit you. Your temperament, your temperament does not have to be your temperament for life. You can do things in different ways so that you can get what you really desire. So if it's a thing of interest, look for a way to merge them together. If it's doctrinal issues that is giving you issue, make sure that you are feeding from the same source, you're from the same tribe. It's one of the ways that you can solve those issues. So identify the source of the issue, the cause of the problem, and that will help you to know the next step to take. Okay, so here is another question that says, does passion always die in relationship after first few years? Can it ever be rekindled? Why does love seem to fade over time? The truth of the matter is I would not say that love fades, because even the Bible says that love never fails. So I won't say that love can go away, but I want to tell you something that there we have emotional sparks, and either we like it or not, emotional sparks can fade. The sparks can go off. Even in marriage, there's this thing that we always say that the first wine we finish. So that them just liking it to that. Like, yes, emotional sparks they always go off, but it's your commitment that keeps you in that relationship. And most importantly, you can rekindle the fire, you can fuel it back, do things the appropriate way, and you'll be fine. And another way to rekindle your fire is you have to fuel each other's love. Understand your preference, understand your likes, your desire, and keep following it. If there is a way somebody loves to be treated, treat the person that way. If there's a way, and if there are issues and there is a way somebody loves to be apologized to, don't just apologize your own way. Apologize in the language that they understand. Love them in the language that they understand. And that is one of the ways that you keep the spark going on, you keep the wine fresh. Okay, so lastly, I'd like to answer this question also. During the Twitter spaces, we had somebody who asked that, okay, I've been with this guy for a while and all like that, and he I've been with this guy and for a while and we had issues, and I told him that I was going to break up with him, I was going to leave him, and I really didn't mean it. I just wanted attention and all of that, the way ladies do. And the guy just said, okay, since you wanted to leave, let's break up. And since then, the guy did not come back. I've begged the guy, I've apologized, I've told him I was wrong, I've done everything to him, but he's still not coming back. And this is, so I gave answer to this question. Ladies, stop using the breakup card. I've been there. I have used it. And I am here to tell you that it's not nice. stop playing the breakup card. So after investigating into this person's situation, I got to know that the guy's fear is that a woman will leave her. I really do not understand what happened, but I'm guessing that maybe one of the parents left. So he has that fear of somebody so dear to him leaving him. And so this lady now came and she now used that breakup card again and said, I'm going to leave you. So I told the lady and said that what you have done is you have hurt him at the point of his fear. What he feared the most has just happened to him. And he's not going to trust you again. He just feels like if anything happens in the relationship, you've carried your bag, you're gone. If anything happens in the marriage, you've carried your bag, you're gone. You didn't know. You didn't. You just wanted attention. You just wanted. That's why I'm always saying that it is very important for you to understand your partner. Even the Bible says that we should dwell with our partner according to knowledge. You have to have a knowledge of them. You have to know them and know what is their fear, what is their pain point. And the moment you're able to recognize that this thing used to pain this person, do not intentionally prick that person at the point of his fear. It's not always nice. So if this is also your situation, you've told somebody that you're breaking up with person and you didn't mean it, I want you to know that okay, one of the things you can do, one of the things you can do is to go to the guy and apologize sincerely and tell him that okay, the truth of the matter is, it is now that you're just realizing that what you did was wrong. You pricked him at the point of his pain, more like you opened his wound that was healing and stuff like that. You have to really apologize and let him know that you were wrong. And even if the relationship is not going to continue, you have to apologize and let him know that you're moving up from things. But if the guy is not willing to come back to you and he now understands that okay, you really didn't mean it this way, okay, let's try things out again. Number one, never play that breakup card with the person again. Look for better ways to communicate your feelings to this person. Ask them, babe, when you are doing this, how do I communicate to you that it won't hurt you or make you feel like I don't want you anymore? They are going to tell you, and even if the person can't even figure it out yourself, just calm down and take your time to figure it out. But always using the breakup card is not always nice. So number two, I want you to know that at first you have broken his trust and it's going to take a while before he gets it back. So if things are not very, very smooth, like the way it used to be when you first started the relationship, just take your time. Over time, you get to build the trust back gradually. So final note as a lady, I want you to know that it's not always nice to keep threatening your partner with I'm going to break up with you or let's even end this relationship. If you want to end it, end it. If you don't want to end it, look for better ways to communicate. Okay, so I hope that I have answered your questions, the questions in your heart. And if you have more questions for me, please send me a DM on Instagram or you drop your question in my comment section below. And I am going to compile it again and have another Q&A session here. This is Ife Oluwa Akipel with the lady Ife, and I'm signing out today and I'll see you in my next video. Wait, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Click the button, subscribe now, and turn on your notification. And do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends. If you're going through a rough patch or you know a friend that's going through a rough patch and I'll probably answer that question, I know that I have shared so much wisdom in this video. So don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your friends. Let us grow in this family. Let's grow. Thank you so much for always coming to watch. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. And you now really sabotage your real desire. Okay, the self that makes you now sabotage you. Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice crying in the rhythm of the wind to call me out. You would cross an ocean, so I wouldn't drown. You've never been closer than you are right now. You are Jireh. You're enough. Jireh.